Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am Screen Scene Guru, and tonight we have a very special video to go into. I've seen a lot of YouTubers and other commentary pundits on social media do their top 10 or favorite films of the year. I don't quite have a favorite film of the year, but I do have my best purchases to go into. I have a stack of films to list off. So starting off, let's get to it. So I do want to kind of go into these films, not ranking them 1 through 10 or anything like how people typically do on these sorts of videos. I do just want to go over my experiences watching the films and what I thought of them, really. So starting off, I'll go off with a pretty common one that's been watched by a lot of people. Sinners. I gotta say, this was probably one of my favorites of the year, just because of the story. The music, definitely one of the best soundtracks I've heard in a long time. I have watched the bonus features for this. If you guys are interested, you can see them on my TikTok. That's at Scene Screen Guru 26, I believe. But yeah, really good film. Ryan Coogler, who did, of course, the Black Panther films, really infamous to come over to Warner Brothers and do an original film. So I like that one very much. Going on to another pick of mine, I want to bring out this Ray Mendoza, Alex Garland film, Warfare, and this was the slipcase box cover for the A24 film. Try to slide out of its box. This was a really good film. Upside down so you can't see it, but Warfare, really awesome. I've only watched it the one time, and the soundtrack was it was Dolby loud Dolby Atmos, surround sound. So I like this film very much from A24. That'll be my second film from my list. I know there's still quite a bit to come out this year. We're looking forward to. I personally am looking forward to Wicked for Good, and then of course Avatar, Fire and Ash. I'm sure there'll be a few more things coming out along the way. Still have to check out Tron Ares. Haven't checked that one out yet. Got another A24 release. I'm trying to look and see what year this came out. I think this was a 2025 release. Anyway, I'm going to show it off. Death of a Unicorn. This is another A24 release, slipcover box set. This one comes out much easier than the other. Show off the back art, which is gorgeous. This is why I bought the box set. I watched this originally on Prime Video, and then I just had to get the movie. Show that off. Really good. I'm a big fan of mythical creatures and stories like that, so definitely recommend Death of a Unicorn if you haven't already seen it. So that'll be my third film for the list. Then going on, I did very much like the Fantastic Four movie that recently dropped. It is on Disney Plus now. You guys can check it out on streaming, also on Prime Video, but they may ask you for money on Prime. I, of course, got the physical media. I haven't checked out the bonus features yet for this, but I did really like the film. Interesting how they kind of skipped ahead in the first couple minutes of their origin story and how they're going to super family for years, and now Sue's pregnant. She's going to have Franklin Richards. Yeah, very interesting stuff there. Going on, let's go to F1, another really great film I liked very much. Super big fan of racing films, so this was probably one of my best purchases of the year. If you guys haven't seen this already, it is, I believe, on Apple TV and a few others. It might be on Max, HBO Max. Really good project there. So I'll slide that off. That's my fifth choice. Going into number 6, got to do Final Destination Bloodlines, because this was one of the most graphic ones of the franchise, guys. But I do want to say the choice and style, with keeping it with landmarks. They wanted to go to Seattle, which the Space Needle, many people said, didn't exactly look realistic. But I thought it was very well done. I like the clothing, the art style in this movie as well. They are greenlighting a 7th film in the Final Destination franchise. Unfortunately, there's going to be no more Tony Todd in the franchise. This was the last one he filmed his scenes for, so it has a special place in my heart. Going on from there, I've got to add to the list Superman. It was a really good film that came out this year. It is also on Max now. It is streaming. But I really enjoyed this film a lot. The James Gunn-ness of it. I felt it wasn't over the top, like some people claim. I haven't watched the bonus features for this either, so if you guys are really interested in checking those out, I record them on my phone, but I do upload them to my TikTok to try to get people to interact. Let me know if you guys would like to see the bonus features for any of these films. That's most of my stack already, and that was, I believe, 7 or 8 in my list. Got a few more to check out. One of them, I'll say it's to the side because it's a series instead of a movie, but I do want to include as my best purchases of the year, Dune Prophecy. This was season 1. This is the Max series. It has officially been greenlit for season 2. It is now in production, so they are filming it. But this Dune series, I was very skeptical at first when they announced, they were going to do a series about Dune, because there was, of course, a series before called Children of Dune, and how this is going to be connected to the Dune universe. They are doing a Dune 3 with Timothée Chalamet, and they are trying to somewhat connect them together, so I do give them credit for that. People are very invested in the sci-fi Dune franchise, so that's really cool. Last project, or last disc, should I say, that I have recently got, picked this up from Walmart, and this is 28 Years Later. Really awesome pick. I have been waiting for this for a long time. They've recently stocked the shelves at my local Walmart, and this is probably going to be one of my most anticipated films, guys, because I'm a big fan of Danny Boyle. I loved the original 28 Weeks Later. So yeah, 28 Weeks Later. And then, of course, the 28 Months. Some people, talk about how that film wasn't so great. This is the first of a two-parter. There's, of course, another one coming out in January of 2026 titled 28 Years The Bone Temple. So I'm hoping that this one is a pretty good part 1 to a 2-part franchise. And there is supposedly a third film in the works, but that depends on if the second film is financially successful. I do believe this one was. So that will do it for my physical media haul and my best purchases of the year. What did you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. thank you very much for watching another one of my videos. And if you haven't subscribed already, now is a perfect opportunity for you too. If you want to interact with me more on my socials, you can contact me on TikTok, Instagram, Threads at Scene Screen Guru. So until next time, guys, appreciate you taking the time. Have a good one, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye bye.